Well, it's all done. I'm not happy with it, but it's done.
To be honest, this is the best part of this whole deal.
So far. Another day in the shop. Got our work week all handled, so now we're getting back on Kaden's Blazer. Now that we have all the body panels fitted and the top fits good, I feel comfortable with painting the hood and the fenders and all of that stuff. So I didn't want to risk chipping any of that stuff while we were trying to get the doors aligned up, but now that's all handled. So today's project, we're going to seal the underside of the hood and do the inner fenders, get those painted semi-gloss black. The undersides of the inner fenders will get sprayed with some bed liner so they'll withstand the rock chips. Yeah, the goal is by the end of the day tomorrow is to have the top side of the hood and the outsides of the fenders and the cowl all painted orange. I think I talked about this before, but we're just going to paint those in the shop here. It's not going to be perfectly clean, but it'll be clean enough. Since we're going to sand everything and re-clear it. So it just saves a step and saves a lot of time in the booth. We're gonna likely go down to Robbie's place to re-clear everything. But that's 2 hours from here, and it just isn't necessary for this. I can do a good enough job in the shop that it'll work just fine. So. It's been a couple hours since I put this epoxy sealer on. Stuff's really slow to dry, so I just want to make sure I gave it plenty of time to flash, so we're not trapping a bunch of solvents and causing lots of issues. But now it's time to put some black base on it, and right after that I'll put some matte clear over the top. These pieces will be ready for the next step. It is a new day in the shop. Got these all painted. They turned out pretty okay, all things considered. The bugs came out in force, so there was a couple kamikazes that landed in the paint, but oh well. So the inner fenders, we're just gonna put those out in the sun, let those cure for a little while. Then we're gonna hang them, and on the inside, we'll spray those with some bed liner. And the hood, we're just gonna let it cure as long as we possibly can. Then we'll turn it over, set it on a rack so we can finish prepping the other side so we can get the top side orange today, along with the fenders. So Kaden's getting the fenders off. We can finish prepping those. You can see all the gaps look pretty good. They fit really good, so we just need to finish prepping the outside so we can make these orange today.
Yep.
Kind of exciting deal, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Yep, so.
I'll get it all put back together.
Yep. The fenders are in the shop. We cleaned them really good with some wax and grease remover to get all the handprints and stuff off of them, and re-guide coated them. Now Kaden's re-sanding this one with 400 on a block, just to get the last little bit of everything out of it. He just has the fan here to help keep them cool and keep the dust blown away.
For both reasons, really?
Yeah. And then it doesn't plug his paper so bad, so. Yeah, after this we'll wet sand them with 600 and ready to clean and to mount. So. We're a little behind on opening packages. Some of this stuff has probably been here for 6 weeks or more. The kids opened this one up already and said, Dad, you need to talk about this one. There's good stuff in it that we want to eat. All right, I guess I'll look. They looked, I haven't looked yet. So this is from James Bell from Tennessee. All right, let's see what you sent us. Chad and crew, thanks for the great YouTube videos. I attended the off-road games this year and had a great time. I enjoyed the entire time I was there. So for all the hard work, I figured you would need some pies to celebrate the victories upcoming, and those past. It's up to you how you disperse these Tennessee-made delicacies. Troy. What do we got here? Ooh, look at that. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know they made them in all these different flavors. Moon pies. These are Stacy's favorite. She loves moon pies. I don't know if she's ever had a strawberry or a caramel moon pie. Had no idea that was even a thing, so.
I don't know that I have either.
And then you've got that spotlight too, like we talked about on the full band, the one that goes in the fillet.
Oh,
the cop light. The makeout light where you can spot people making out on the... Awesome. Thank you. That is so awesome. That's an old piece there. I wonder how long that's been on the shelf. So, next thing, we got this guy here. Oh yeah, this is cool. So this is Broken Rock. So I remember him. Oh, he even comes with a couple of ducks. Oh, ducks with wheels on the back to match this. Goes in your hitch. Keep from dragging your hitch everywhere, and it also doubles as a step. It's even got some non-slip on it, so cool. Thank you. We'll put that to work. We got lots of stuff with drag marks on the trailer hitch, so if you want one of these, go check out readywares.com. It's a nice built piece. So, and this one from Overkill. I've already looked at this because I know what they build, so this is cool. These are little deals here. You can put tube in, and you can move these around, so you can hold things at a 90. You just they'll just hold whatever pieces that you put in there while you weld them together. So I sent 2 of them. If you want something like this, it's made in the USA. I'm sure if you go search Overkill Designs. It should bring them up, and you can get a set from them if you're interested in it. So, but they're definitely, if you do much fab work, these are cool. You'll definitely worth having. Last but certainly not least, we got this from our bug guy friends from Missouri. We saw them on Paul's recent video where they went and blew up a bunch of stuff. But these guys have some really cool stuff. Pest control guys. They also have a YouTube channel. Go check them out. And they know about how many bugs we have here. We don't have quite the size and variety that they have there in Missouri, but we definitely have a bug issue. So, oh, I just got a sprayer. I got the deal for cleaning up nests and cobwebs. Comes with
The gloves.
the gloves, and looks like traps and instructions. I think there was some chemical too that they sent as well. We're gonna use this around here because bugs are always a problem. If you got bug issues, go check these guys out, pest control guys. So, okay, thanks everybody. It's been 4 or 5 hours now. We've been blocking. I'm on my second go around on this hood. I think I finally got all the little odds and ends worked out of this side. This side still needs a second go around, but it's looking really good. Pretty happy with the way that's turning out. Kaden's got his fenders are all blocked. Now he's wet sanding with a soft block and some 600. So there's his little spray bottle with a little bit of soapy water in it. And
This is all good.
yep, that looks good. All right, well, you're 1/8 of the way there on the first one.
Yep.
It actually,
This goes pretty fast.
it does. When you block with 400 and then go to 600, there's not really any sand scratches you have to pull out. So it does go pretty fast, so. Okay, well, we're gonna get back to work. Nobody wants to watch this. I think you'd rather watch paint dry, so.
Probably.
I think I'd rather watch paint dry than sand anymore, so.
I mean, I'd definitely rather watch it than do it.
Yeah.
Either
I know,
way.
because you can sit in your chair with your soda pop and your popcorn and let somebody else sweat, get
Yeah.
pruny fingers and wet
I
feet.
mean, to be honest, this is the best part of this whole deal.
So far. Well, mostly because that means you're almost done sanding finally. Hey,
Yeah,
but
there's
wait,
that.
just to keep happy thoughts, you still have the top to do, so.
Yeah, we're not worried about that right now.
Okay.
We're not worried about that right now.
Yep. Next step, Caden's getting these inner fenders bed lined, so hopefully the rock chips don't totally decimate them. What's the pressure at?
That's a good question. Kind of oversprayed.
Oh, you need more. There you go. That's
That was good, yeah.
hold that back a little bit.
No, I agree, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just hold that thing wide open and just go. Okay. There's the first coat on that one. You're dangerous.
What?
You're dangerous.
Why do you say that?
You got me.
Oh, did I?
Yep.
No. Sorry.
Over here we've got these all pretty well wet sanded. That one's all edged and ready to go. We just need to wash it. From there, we're going over to the hood here, and the hood I just need to come through and just catch these edges. But it's all wet sanded with 600, ready to go. Probably another 15 minutes of edging this, and it's ready to wash. We got everything all cleaned up and washed and blown off, masked. Now Kaden's gonna wax and grease everything. It's getting kind of late, so I don't want to spray it tonight this late. The bugs are starting to come out pretty bad, so we'll close up the shop and I'll come out bright and early tomorrow, get it sprayed. Shouldn't take very long. I'll just have to blow it off real quick one more time and tack it off, and it should be ready to go. These inner fenders are all done. They turned out pretty good. Those are going to look really good installed, and they should hold up to the rock chips pretty well. Yeah, overall it's been a really long day, but everything has worked out really well. I'm really happy with how straight everything's turned out, so I think we're going to have a good outcome tomorrow. It's early the next morning, time to get back after this, so I'm going to go ahead and blow this off real quick. I will take some etch and etch the bare metal spots, and after that's set up, then I'll wipe it down with a tack cloth, and I'll be ready to spray some base. Have all the base sprayed. Everything turned out pretty good. It's been quite a while since I sprayed the last coat, so all the solvents have had plenty of time to flash off. And you'll notice that everything in the shop's kind of got a nice hue of orange to it. So, but at least it's dry, it'll just blow right off. Oh well, such is life without a paint booth, but not a big deal, not the first time. So, okay, got the clear mixed up here. For clear, I'm using some Diamond DC92 blast from the past. If any of you painters have been around a while, haven't sprayed this in a long time. I was surprised to find out that they even still made it. So, but it's all ready to go. I'll put my respirator on, get the fans going, and go to town here. Well, it's all done. I'm not happy with it, but it's done. Halfway through the second coat, cotton came out of nowhere, and it's not that big of a deal because I was planning on sanding and re-clearing it anyway, but it was a lot of work to get everything all cleaned and ready to go just to have that happen, but such is life. But again, I was planning on sanding and re-clearing the whole thing anyway, so I'll get a time set up with Robbie now that these are done, and we'll get the whole blazer down there and re-clear the whole thing. All the panels are straight, color looks good. It's just got a lot of goo in the clear, so, but that'll all sand out with 600 and 1000, so no harm, no foul, I guess. We got the fenders bolted back on the blazer here, and you can see we started sanding on this stuff to begin to get it prepped to re-clear. We will re-clear the whole tub, the fenders. We'll probably re-clear it all as one piece. All the blemishes in the fenders sanded out just fine, no worries at all. It should when we re-clear it, it's gonna look really nice. So that takes care of it for this time. Till next time, remember, if you have time to whine, you have time to find a solution. Thanks for watching.